This is Irontrader. This is the last call of the week. Now, the pits closed here at 2:30. That was about 20 minutes ago. So we are going to review crude oil here and natural gas. At the end of the video, the support and resistance levels are posted. This video is for information purposes only, not a recommendation to buy, sell any stock, commodity ETF. Please like, subscribe. Thanks for watching. All right, here we have crude oil, your daily and your weekly chart. Now, I hope everybody had a good week trading. Even though it was a shortened week, it was a really good week here as far as in the crude and natural gas, the technology, everything was just working, even though it was a shortened week there this week. Okay, so what we have here today on crude, you can see here where we made a higher high and obviously a lower low. So I mean a higher low. Okay, so what we have here is your low was 80.35. And yesterday's low was 80.30, so that was your support levels are going on right there. So if you watch my videos, I always say what you do is just watch the previous day candle. If you lose that, you go to the next candle, then we'll come over to here because this was a very, very critical one. That was at 80.62, and we're just below that now at 80.59. And then we'll come right here to the bottom of that candle. That was at 80.30. And then we can just start getting into all your key level support here where you have a 79.69 here. We have 79.65, your 200 simple moving average. And then your 100-day at 79.62. And then we have your 8-day at 79.44. Now, this is kind of a disappointment that this wasn't green and this 8 SMA here so far didn't climb above that, didn't cross above it like it did the 21-day and make that very, very bullish. However, we got to see what's going to happen there Sunday night when the futures open up, and then next week and see how it all trades. But if we look at a weekly chart here, this ended actually very, very good because we closed above this key 8 SMA at 78.14, the 21-day 79.50, that 100-day at 79.65, and then your key level there at 79.77. We closed all above that for the week, and we made a really nice series of higher lows and higher highs here the last 3 weeks, which is always very, very bullish. Now, when we look at the MACD, it looks like it wants to cross over. We got to see how that shakes. At RSI, plenty of room to run. This is nowhere near overbought or oversold. It's just kind of like medium. Now, MACD here, the green over red, that still shows good momentum there to the upside. This is kind of rolling over, but that doesn't mean that could just, unless it starts redipping here and do something like that or cranks that up here. Either way, this is still looking very, very kind of like medium situation here. So what you really want to watch here is yesterday's low at 80.30, and then we can start getting into all those key levels here, your 50, your 200-day, and then all the way down to your 8-day. And this is all jammed up the same way, which is always very good because now we got two charts pretty much in sync here, okay? So on the upside, you got 80.59 right now. This is what you're looking for, 80.62. And then we can just follow the candles right on up here. What we have is you got 80.85. You have 81.52, and then we have today's high at that 81.79 level, okay? So we went above this level here at 81.57. Yesterday, we missed it by 5 cents, and then we didn't quite get to the next level, which was that 81.99. But again, that'll be the next level on the upside, and then we can come right over here. You're looking at 82.40, then we just work these candles. Okay, so you're looking at 83.30 there. You're looking at 83.91, and then we have your 84.46 level going on right there. But right now here, this was really a good trading day today. Right now I'm flat as far as my trading position goes. And it was just a really good a trade as far as the crude oil. Now, remember, crude oil is not going to go straight up. You had a really good run off this bottom because you went all the way from the bottom of 72.48. Remember that all the way here to 81.79 here. So you almost had like a 10-point run going all the way on up here. So okay, so that was a really, really good run. So don't get greedy on the situation. Just got to see where it stands now. If this price here on a futures on Sunday night or Monday, if they come all the way down here, as long as it holds all these key levels here, then this is a good buying opportunity to take it long. Now, again, if this is lost, okay, that's going to be not good because then what we have to do is just follow these candles all the way down. Then you're looking at 79.17 here. Okay, we can come over here. You're looking at 78.89, and then we can just work yourself all the way on down here. You got 77.88 level, and then we come all the way here to this 21-day, which is 77.74. Okay, so that's what you can work yourself all the way down. If that's lost, we got that 200-day sitting here at 76. at 34. But we got to see how this is all going to shake out. One day does not make a market, okay? Just like we had one red day there, we had one red day there. That does not make a market. That's just like basically taking like a Friday, just kind of like an indecision situation here. So let's just see what happens Sunday night when the futures open, and we'll see what happens Monday. Again, just watch the high, the low, and the closing. That's always very key. So the high 81.79, that low 80.35, and that close at 80.58. That's what we want to watch Sunday night and Monday to see where we stand. We get above that, well, then we know exactly where we're going. You get below that, then we know exactly where we're going. If that's lost, well, then we know where we're going. Okay, let's take a look here at natural gas. Okay, natural gas has provided a lot of really good trading today. Okay, it was on the short side and it was also on the long side. I scalped the UNG there twice. That was a really good trade. I scalped KOLD one time. That wasn't actually a good trade. But if you look at this here, this is just an indecision candle. The thing I don't like about it is now we're sitting here below. It's a lower low, and you close below yesterday's bottom. Okay, that's never really good. So let's just look at the downside here first. Okay, so what you're doing is you're going to be looking at that 2.672. That's what we're going to be watching. Okay, next. And then what we're going to do is we're going to come right over to this top of this candle. You're looking at 2.65. That's going to be next. And then we have right here, this is what we got, is you got that 2.60. That's going to be your support. And then what we do is we'll come over here to this 8 SMA. You got 2.58. Then we have this 2.51 basically, and then you have your 2.47. So this just looks lower here unless you can crack above that 21 day. So upside, well, what we want to do, since you finished down here almost at the below, we want to look to yesterday's candle at 2.72, and then we want to look at that 21 SMA at 2.779. You really have to get above that. Then your next level here is you got 2.848, and then we have 2.87, but this is the big boy right here, that 8 SMA at 2.889. Okay, now again, if you can get above that, then we have the top there, 2.916. And then you have 2.94, roughly 2.95. That was yesterday's high. And then we have 3 flat. Then you have 3.09, 3.13, and then we have your 3.15. But all that does is meaningless unless we can get above this 21 day and get above that 8 SMA. Now you can see how that 8 day is rolling over. But again, this was rolling over here also, and then it reversed and went right back up here. So until that 8 day crosses that 21 day, this is still a two-way trade. Okay, so always look at it like that. Once that crosses below that, just like we had here, then, you know, we had a little pop-up, but this was the contract roll deal, so it didn't really mean anything. And then she just sells right off hard here. So always remember that, okay? So when we get them, let me show you some a little bit better example right here, okay? So that's what this was right here. But see, once that 8 day gets, the price gets below, and this 8 day crosses that, all that, boom, that 21 day, see, she goes all the way down, okay? So when it goes above it, okay, like we had here, okay, then you can see where it takes that price. Look at that, how nice it is. But when you lose that 8 day and that 8 day rolls, then that's never good. But again, that's only that 8 day, which is basically it's a moving average over an 8 day period. So this can go round and round and round just like that. So just don't think that that can't come up and go right back up again. So don't have any opinion. Okay, so basically what you'll want to do is watch that 21 day. That price gets above that 21 day, right there is what you're shooting for next, 8 day. If that gets above that, then we can just follow the candles up, but you will reverse that situation and take this thing higher very easily here. Okay, so it has not made that cross yet, so don't get too negative. But again, if it just keeps that on falling off here, then we know where our targets are. It's going to be that 8, that 50 day, that 200 day, and that's going to come over rolling off really hard. Okay, now you can see you're just, they got that MACD. See how that's crossed over? We had that negative divergence, and it's playing out really good right here to the downside here. Okay, so there really isn't much here to say. We had that topping tail last week. We got the same thing this week, but see, this is just the reverse of crude, because see, now we got that series of lower highs and lower lows, and this is the key level. You got to hold this 8 SMA here, that 50 day and that 200 day. If you don't, that target is going to be right there at that 336, that 50 day real quick. Okay, I'll be back here Sunday night, and we're going to go review crude oil here and natural gas, and I'm sure I'll do some kind of video for you over the weekend. I haven't figured it out quite yet, but, you know, I always come up with something. Okay, hope everybody has a great weekend, and I'll see you back here either Sunday night or before. Thanks for watching.